Recently, scientists at University of Southern North Dakota, Baltimore, performed the first successful brain transplant, said Chief Neurosurgeon Dr. Cranial Head. Now, this is the part that makes me say this is bullshit because the doctor's name is Head.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we actually live in a comic book world.
Yeah. So
where your evil personality is driven.
So
from
it
your
could
name.
be a big coincidence, or right now I call bullshit. So, yeah. But this is a breakthrough of unprecedented magnitude. I'm ecstatic that all our research and hard work finally paid off. We couldn't be more pleased with how things turned out. So now I'm going to scroll down because this is quite a long thing. So this new brain transplant surgery is quite remarkable, said Dr. Head. My colleague, Dr. Ines Wu, and I first came up with the idea 40 years ago while we were competing in a triathlon. It came out of the blue, really. Neither of us are quite sure why we thought of it, but here we are. So what's remarkable about the surgery is that it is done all under local anesthetic, and the patient is kept talking throughout the procedure, except for the time when the brains are switched. During this time, the patient is placed on life support. In this case, the transplanted brain came from a local high school physics teacher who suffered a sudden, unexpected heart attack. He was not only young, but also in good health. His family has chosen also to remain anonymous, of course, because the story would be quite more believable if he did.
Yeah.
So the transplanted brain is removed from the original body and cooled to halt neuronal death. The end of the severed spinal column is treated with a new nanoglue that automatically splices individual axons to the new spinal cord when the transplant brain is placed on top. So a new nanoglue. That's something we haven't heard about.
Yeah, so in theory, that sounds very interesting and it sounds believable.
But it's fake.
But it's fake. Come on.
So surprisingly, we don't have much work to do because this new nanoglue, the process of reconnecting nerve fibers is automatic. It only takes 4 minutes. We just inspect the brain and spinal cord to make sure everything is lined up correctly. The nanoglue is also applied to areas like the optic nerves that need to be spliced into the new brain. After the surgery, Jose made a speedy recovery. Within 24 hours, he was moving his limbs, and within a week, he was walking and talking. And then a whole bunch of blah, 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 blah. Disclaimer, this post is meant as not very clever satire. Surgeons cannot, at the present time, perform brain transplants regardless of what you might have read online. So at the bottom it says bullshit. So cool. Yeah. So it wasn't real, but that's
nice story though.
That's what they're looking for.
Here's this one right here. First ever human head transplant to take place in December. This is on what is that? Thermical.com. Thermical.com. So, whether or not this story is real, it sounds kind of legit. So, world's first human head transplant. In December of this year, one of the most iconic moments of human history is set to take place. An Italian neurosurgeon, Dr. Sergio Canavero,
Sergio
is going to attempt the first attempt. See, they're not saying we're going to complete this. No,
they're going to try it.
Yeah. There is no try. Do or do not.
Do or do not.
Okay, Yoda.
The world's first human head transplant, a radical, life-threatening operation. The world will be following with fascination. So I read it a little bit. There's a guy in here, a 31-year-old Russian
is his name Dr.
scientist. Head? I hope not. named
Valery Spiridonova.
You got to aim at your microphone.
Spiridonova. Spiridonova.
Yeah.
Is a
wheelchair
terminally
guy.
ill.
Thank you. Terminally ill, wheelchair-bound man to become the recipient of the head transplant due to a
degenerative
muscle
wasting disease.
Either way, so they're going to attempt this, and not only will he survive it, but he actually might get a better life because he'll be able to walk.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The operation will take up to 36 hours to complete.
Now that seems more believable.
It should involve over 150 surgeons. Holy crap!
Like I said, that seems more believable than 4 minutes.
150 surgeons.
So it looks like I'm reading down a little bit further. They have maintaining the blood supply around the donor's body and the recipient's head. Once cooled, the recipient's head will slowly be separated from the non-functioning body, which involves cutting the spinal cord. So it can then be attached to the donor's body. Doctors will have less than 60 minutes to reattach the head and glue the spinal cord with a substance called polyethylene
glycol.
Glycol, yeah.
Is that same stuff they mentioned in your post?
Pretty much, it's gonna be their spinal glue, yeah. So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
No, you talking about the nano glue crap?
Yeah,
that's not a real thing.
No, that's not. No, but they could
polyethylene glycol is an actual thing.
But they could nickname that.
That's true.
The neural glue, yeah.
If the donor's body rejects the patient's head, he would wake up from surgery unable to move the donor's body. Eventually, he would suffocate the donated body. He would suffocate as he wouldn't even be able to breathe. That sucks.
Yeah, because nothing would function.
So it is a very dangerous thing.
Well, he's pretty much dead already, but it's a chance to live.
The guy's dead anyways, right?
Yeah. It's just a chance.
I say screw it and put me in a robotic body.
So apparently they did this to a monkey.
I want to be an android.
Yeah.
So nevertheless, the Dr. Sergio Canavero, along with researchers at Harbin Medical University in China, conducted a similar procedure on a monkey last year, and it was deemed successful. The neurosurgeons connected the monkey's head without inflicting brain injury. The animal was, however, only kept alive for 20 hours after the procedure for ethical reasons. Spine fusion technology was also tested in mice, and according to the reports, it allowed them to recover motor functions as critical nerve fibers regrew after surgery. So check out this video. There's a video that they'll show probably the monkey and stuff. I don't really want to see that, but
I don't want to see it either.
No,
but it looks like, I mean, it sounds like people are trying. So it might be something.
That might be a possibility. That to me seems plausible. It's not a brain transplant. It's a body transplant.
It's a body transplant.
So you're not giving up your brain. You're keeping your brain. You're just getting a whole new
Except
body.
for the guy that's so somebody loses though.
Well, that guy died.
Well, the guy that, I guess the person that doesn't have a body loses.
Right. So
the one that
I guess what I'm saying is like, like here I am. I'm on the table. I'm about to die. If I just had a brain transplant, I could live a lot. But then no. When this happens, me, Chris Lee, is gone, and whoever is the brain transplant is going to be he's the one who gets to live. I die. Chris Lee's gone.
If it's your brain that's the problem, there ain't coming back from that.
Yeah, there ain't no coming back.
You're the one that's
crow,
dying.
Man, they're crow. There ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back.
If you're the brain part that's dying, then you're no longer getting transplanted brain. No, you're donating your body basically.
Yep.
Because
that's interesting though. But I wonder. But I like what we were talking about before was maybe just chunks and parts of the brain.
Yeah, that I can kind of see because they have that one thing.
So like, let's say you're suffering from being able to walk. Maybe they could fix the spinal cord
right there,
or the motor functions of your brain and bring that in there.
Like a optical lobe.
Yeah.
So that's part of your eyeballs, right?
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah, all the way.
So maybe you're blind and that's damaged. And somebody can give that to you and you can see.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So that would be I would call that a brain transplant.
So essentially, what you're saying is just removing a part that's been damaged
and replacing
it with a brand new
a donor one.
A donor.
Yeah. But the thing is that the brain. But we don't know. We know these parts, but how to fuse brain tissue with other brain tissue. That's something that we don't know yet. I think that we're working on it, but I don't think we're there yet because that'd be great. Yeah. That'd be cool to fix that kind of stuff, but I think that we're not there yet.
No. It's going to take years for that.
It's awesome.
So what do you guys think? Has anybody else out there in the world heard something different or know something different? Maybe there is a brain surgeon, neurosurgeon out there that's like, dude, we've done that.
Well, there's probably countries that are not obligated to stick to the rules, so they're probably tried all kinds of experiments.
Yeah, against the rules.
Yeah.
We got pictures, we got videos. Like I don't want to see that.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to see. Maybe
that.
They actually have fused man with animal and all kinds of different things.
Oh God.
And it's called the Island of Dr. Monroe.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's that.
There's that.
There's that.
What are we gonna work on next?
Next is a very very cool little thing. It's called